Hey, Earth Seekers, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're entering this twilight zone, 2 weeks period between the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo and the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Now, it's very interesting because Virgo and Aries don't have much in common. They don't really see each other on the scale of the zodiac wheel, which I think could create even more like bizarre sense of wobbliness in the energy, because it's not like it's one eclipse in Virgo and then the other one is in Pisces. They kind of have a direct um, view to one another, an ability to see the horizon, the light at the end of the tunnel. um, but with Aries being like quincunx Virgo, it's like it's not they're not in each other's eyesight. They can't see each other. So they don't know what's going on with the other. They Aries doesn't really know what Virgo has kind of finalized with the full moon lunar eclipse. Virgo doesn't know what Aries is planning to start with the new moon solar eclipse as it's finalizing things. So they can't really um match stories, right? They can't plan together. They kind of have to have this blind trust, blind faith that the other has whatever they're doing, that they're on it or that they have it covered or that it's going to work out somehow. That's interesting. And then this in between period is like every energy is kind of doing its thing, not knowing what the other energy is doing, if it's doing its thing, and will it work out? Will all the pieces come together? Will everything fall into place? Will the parallel dimensions kind of come together and become this third integrated path, or will it just be a chaotic zap and mess that will end up separating ways? You don't know. It's kind of it's an energetic wild wild west. Energetic wild wild quest. So let's see let's have one reading for my earth signs to see how this will affect you guys. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, see yourself as one group of earth seekers, and this reading is for you. Okay, I'm going to work with the Mystical Dream Tarot. It's a very beautiful deck that I only now started working with. Um, I'm borrowing it. It's not mine, but after this, I will certainly get my own copy because it's just magical and mystical and dreamy like its name. Okay, so this is for the next 2 weeks, mid-March, March 14th. I'm recording this on March 13th. So March 14th through March 31st. For my Earth Seekers, please. What's going on in the next 2 weeks? First card out, High Priestess in the reverse. Here she's called Priestess of Dreams. So if the High Priestess is generally, when she's in her upright, is unseen, here she's even more unseen. This is very much the Virgo energy, the witcha, the wise woman, the witch, really going and hiding. Reconfiguration of her plan, her path, her energy, her wisdom. She knows where she's at. Others do not. It's a realm beneath the lower realm. So the High Priestess rules the underworld half the year during fall and winter, and then she rules the above world in the summer and in the spring. So if the underworld is her under realm that she's at half the year, this is under the under. It's unseen to the unseen. And there isn't a specific plan, right? It's not Virgoist energy. It's Virgo hiding from itself, within itself, with itself, confused but aware to its own confusion. And it it's in that space where she's the word power is coming through very strongly, where fine tunes she fine tunes her power. Stop, doggo. Hey, barking. Stop barking. Um, there's also looking into one's own secrets and trying to think, if it's a secret, why it's in my life? Or if it's in my life, why should it be a secret? Okay, next card for my Earth Seekers for the next 2 weeks, please. Okay. Another reversal. Dreamer of Wands, which is like the Page or Princess of Wands. That's how she is in the upright. Wow. So the sense of wisdom and adventure and courage that the High Priestess has to have in order to be what and who she is also going into a standstill. It's like an absolute halt in anything to do with planning, creating, envisioning. I see an absolute surrender to surrendering. And there's also an abandonment of some structure of belief that has shaped some aspects, many aspects of you, and there's dropping it, possibly rewriting it. So kind of like pretty much every big religion aside of Islam has, what's the word? Reassessed its scripture and matched it, revised it to fit the time, right? So I see going into a halt in order to revise something. It could absolutely be with, the Page of Wands and the High Priestess can absolutely be a system of spirituality, of religion, of faith, of way of life, of ideology of some sort. But it's not even the revision itself yet. It's just like, wait, should we revise? And going into kind of quiet mode for a little bit. And then the first card that comes in the upright, it's the moon. Its essence is in the reverse in and of itself. Okay. Um, a lot of structures are going to collapse in your life. And here's the comforting part of it. I don't know if you'll find it comforting, but I find it somewhat poetic in a comforting way. Um, all of these collapses of structures, it's not going to go outside of alignment with you. It's actually going to bring back alignment with yourself because these structures were not in alignment with your true core self. So as they crumble, you regain alignment with yourself. You regain memory of yourself, recognition and remembering of who you are. Bottom of the deck, Lord of Cups, and he is so masterfully kind of calibrating this moon energy. You're gonna find it easy. This is interesting because it's like it's the kind of energy that if you hear about it or read about it, it sounds terrifying. But as you're going through it, you're like, oh, this is easy and relieving and inspiring and comforting. Let it all collapse. I see you sitting there orchestrating this symphony of collapse with a grin, even though you thought it would be the worst thing ever. If someone had told you, like a few months ago, a year ago, whatever ago, you're like, no, 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 no. Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh my God, that sounds so scary. And now, as you're doing this, you're like, you feel revived. You feel a revival of your power, of your knowledge, of your heart. On the deck, the fool, aka the innocent. A restart. And I can't ignore, I can't not take. And then the magician, right? The master of secrets. And we have the high priestess. So the fool, the magician, the high priestess, that's 0, 1, 2. This is for seekers, seers, shifters. This is for advanced seekers. You are so in tune that as you are completely off tune, you recognize it's part of you being in tune. What the hell do I mean by that? Um, you know when you tune a guitar, the process sounds terrible, but you're good because you know because you know what you're doing as you're tuning it, and you know little by little it sounds better and better and better. And someone who doesn't play guitar might listen to it and it sounds terrible, and they're like, "Where's this leading to?" And you can tell the nuance, the frequency and the sound. You can tell improvement, and so you keep doing it, and you're pleased because you know that soon you'll be able to play your tune. So with the King of Cups and the Fool and the Magician and the Upright, first of all, a lot of heart and a lot of feelings. You're no longer manifesting from the mind or from detachment, rather from attachment. This will take you from detachment to attachment. And working with it instead of outside of it. Because there's no such thing as detachment, right? If everything is one, if everything is oneness, and we're all part of this web of life, how can there be detachment? Or how, even if there is detachment, how could that serve? How could detachment serve the greater picture or the goal and the purpose of unity and to oneness? It's contradictory, right? So there's going to be that understanding, realization, but from a very physical and emotional place. It's not just going to be in theory that you get it or you think about it or you analyze it. You're just going to know it in your body. You'll understand it. It's like being inside of a warm, cozy home, looking outside the window and watching an absolute crazy storm and things flying around and things collapse and waves and rains and hail and lightning strikes and and thunder and people and chaos running around. But you're like, you're seeing all of this. You're in it. Your home is there, but something about it is very grounded. You are that home. You are that structure surrounding you. You surround you, and you see all of this. Maybe even experience this, but it doesn't feel bad or scary. It's like you tuning your guitar. It sounds bad, but you know it's going to lead to something very harmonious and beautiful. You got this. You're the magician and the fool and the king of cups and the high priestess, even if currently in the reverse, still you are the high priestess. Or maybe there's a brand new beginning between this high priestess and this magician. And with the moon and the king of cups, it's completely watery. It's completely sentimental and emotional and attached and heart-based. Completely. It's merging, right? We have the North Node in Pisces with Neptune at the last degree up until the 30th. For this entire duration of time frame that I'm reading for, Neptune is in the last degree before it's going to move to zero Aries. Before it's going to be reborn, before God gets reborn on Earth at the 0 degrees of Aries. It's wreaking havoc in the divine realms to make sure that everyone is ready for when God is reborn on Earth. What the flying fucks? Okay, there's a separate video I need to make here about Neptune and Aries. I'll do it right now after this. I completely lost my string, my thought. What? I lost the direction of this reading, so we're gonna end there. Um, thank you, seekers. And now I'm gonna do a 13th element or a shift talk about Neptune moving into Aries, specifically the 0 degree. Okay, stay magic, stay true, stay free. I love you. Bye for now.